Hello and welcome to the Pennsylvania PACAC Virtual College Fair. You are muted and your video is off. The panelists cannot see or hear you. However, feel free to utilize the Q&A button to ask questions at any time. I encourage you to sign up for more sessions happening today. Check our website for the schedule, and a recording of this and all sessions will be available at stripescan.com/Pennsylvania. My name is Krista. I'll be your facilitator tonight, and we will be hearing from 6 wonderful institutions. We're going to go ahead and get started with Ulster University.
Brilliant, thank you so much. Bear with me 1 second, I want to share my screen. All right, that should be full screen there now. Okay, so Céad Míle Fáilte, that means 100,000 welcomes in Gaelic. So I'm Johnny Hill, and I'm the regional manager at Ulster University, and I support students like yourselves on making the decision on where you want to study, or the courses you would like to study, enrolling at Ulster University. So why did I say Céad Míle Fáilte? Well, that basically is Irish for 100,000 welcomes because we are based on the island of Ireland. So we're in Northern Ireland, which is the darker blue up in the top right corner, as you can see on the map there. And the Republic of Ireland is the lighter blue. So Ulster University, we're a multi-campus institution. We have 4 campuses in Belfast, Coleraine, Johnstown, and Magee in the city of Derry/Londonderry. And we also have 2 postgraduate campuses in England as well, in Birmingham and in London. So just to give you a bit of information about Northern Ireland and a bit about Ulster. So we're geographically Irish, but we're politically and economically part of the UK. So we're an integration of British and Irish culture and heritage, but that means that our degrees are UK degrees. So they're UK education structure, globally recognized qualifications. A little bit about Northern Ireland. We're a very small country. We're probably about the size of say Maine, possibly. So really not a big place. We have 1.8 million people in the whole country, which is about the size of a couple of blocks in some of your cities in the US. And our population of the capital city being Belfast is 300,000. But that just makes it very more communal, and everyone really does get to know each other. So if you're thinking of studying abroad and going overseas, the UK can be a very affordable destination. But with Belfast being the most affordable student city in the UK, one of the safest places to be a student, but also Belfast has a young student population, and that basically reflects the career opportunities that there are in the city and the growing regions around. We are one of the fastest growing destinations for financial technology. We've welcomed around 200 US firms into Northern Ireland who have set up businesses due to the proximity to Europe and the rest of the UK. We have seen a growth in AI, cybersecurity, and also film and TV. So if you've seen Game of Thrones, there was around 25 filming locations out of 28 were in Northern Ireland. So if you've ever watched Game of Thrones, you'd have probably seen Northern Ireland on some of our campuses. There's just fewer dragons flying around these days. So yeah, just about Ulster, as I mentioned before, we're a multi-campus institution. Our 4 campuses are Magee, Jordanstown, Coleraine, and Belfast. We have 24,000 students, with around 8% of those being from Europe and international, with it predominantly being US students, Canadian, and South Asian. We have 4 faculties. I'll come into a bit more detail on those in a second. We've got arts, humanities, social sciences, computer engineering, built environment, life health sciences, and we have the 5th largest business school in the UK and Ireland. So yeah, we specialize in a lot of key subjects. Pharmacy, pharmacology, hospitality, leisure tourism is really becoming popular for US students. Optometry, physiotherapy, and all our degrees are accessible direct from high school. It's like those specialist science subjects you go straight in after graduating from your diploma. We have a 95% acceptance rate. So as long as you meet our entry criteria, you've got to hold your place on the course. And 94% of our students graduate on time. So that basically reflects the support structure that we have in place to ensure that you are successful during your studies. So I mentioned before about our 4 faculties. You can see some of the key subject areas here. I'm not going to go through them all, but this is just to give you an idea, because a degree in the UK is very specialist, very focused. You don't do the kind of the general ed and major and minors. You just pick up one key subject. So you want to be an engineer, you're going to do engineering. You want to be a lawyer, all you're going to do is law. However, you could specialize, say, law with criminology, for example. So yeah, just a few key facts. We guarantee on-campus accommodation. We do single occupant rooms. We don't do the shared room structure that you might typically get in the USA, and often you have your own bathroom within your bedroom. Only downside is you've got to clean that yourself. But also you have a kitchen for you and 7 other students. So you have an apartment essentially, and you got to make your own meals as well. So we really do focus on the independent lifestyle. So you're an independent grown-up student. So that reflects then also into the education as well. So we focus on independent learning and teaching. We have a real focus on the student experience. We have 170 clubs and sports clubs and societies. We really want you to engage in those as a student. It just helps you meet other students with similar interests. But if you do play sports, you can compete against all the other Irish universities and also against some of the British ones as well. If you're interested in doing a semester abroad, you can go to Italy, go to France. You could potentially even go to the likes of Fiji. We really do like to send our students overseas and get a global experience. I briefly mentioned before, our degree is very focused, but they're also 3-year in length. So it's 3 years, but you can do a paid placement year, which is 2 years of studying, 1 year working in the industry, a fully paid position, get a diploma in professional practice, and then finish your final year. So essentially, once you graduate after those 4 years, you've been overseas, you've got your degree, you got a year's work experience and a diploma in professional practice, your employability when you return back to the States is going to significantly increase. Also gives you bragging rights to your friends that you've lived in Ireland. So just a few costs. Our tuition is approximately $21,000 US, and we have a guaranteed scholarship of £2,000, which we apply as a tuition fee reduction. Accommodation can vary per campus, with the most expensive being £130 a week, and that is an ensuite single occupant bedroom. We are able to administer various forms of financial aid, such as FAFSA, Sally Mae, and Veterans Affairs. If you are looking at utilising that and the course isn't registered, let us know and we can apply for approval for that course. So if you are interested in applying, just a few notes about our entry criteria. We require a GPA of 3.0, and then I've put just the minimum entry criteria here, but for some courses that are a bit more specialist, we do require higher entry scores. So for general entry, say for like a business program, we're looking for at least an 1100 in the SATs. But say if you're interested in doing pharmacy, then we're looking for you to have, say, 2 subject tests or to have taken APs as well. We also accept just APs if you're not doing other SATs or ACTs as well. We can also consider, if you're doing college level study as well. So that is me. That's the university in a nutshell. If you're interested in getting in touch and want to discuss a little bit further, then please reach out to me. My email address is there and my phone number, and I'm going to stop sharing now.
Thank you so much. Next up is Skidmore College.
Great, thank you very much. My name is Sarah Ireland. I am Associate Director of Admissions at Skidmore College. My accent is not nearly as cool as Johnny's is, but my last name is. I want to share a little bit about Skidmore with you. Thanks for joining me. I will share my screen here with you. And just to give you a little overview of Skidmore, et cetera. We are in upstate New York, beautiful campus in Saratoga Springs, New York. We are about 2,600 students, a very residential campus. Again, a small liberal arts college that is highly ranked when it comes to not only food, but also the location and obviously the academics. This is a very pedestrian friendly and bike friendly campus. So a very residential feel right at the edge of the Adirondacks. We are located in upstate New York, near Albany, New York. We're about 3 hours north of New York City and about 3 hours west of Boston. Great location because if you are driving or flying into New York or Boston or even Albany, we're only about 35 minutes from the large airport. Amtrak as well as the Greyhound bus comes right into Saratoga Springs. And Saratoga itself is a town of about 30,000 people. So you have not only the residential campus feel of your Skidmore community, but a 15-minute walk into a town that is very, very vibrant, made up of mostly small businesses, 30,000 people during the regular year. And in the summertime, we triple in size because of the thoroughbred races, as well as the music and cultural scene of the Saratoga Performing Arts Center. Our campus is filled with a wonderful, diverse community. You can see there about 60-40 when it comes to male, female, about 2,600 students, and students coming from all over the US as well as internationally. About 10% of every incoming class are students from different countries. 60 different countries are on our campus currently. 15% of our students are first generation students, as well as having a very vibrant domestic students of color component as well. Majors for us, we are known for our creative life. Creative Thought Matters is written all over our website. If you've already taken a look at that, you'll also notice that the arts are very well balanced by business, the sciences. 2/3 of our kids are involved in the sciences, but to have a small liberal arts college that has an institution that has not only business, the humanities, the arts, and the sciences all in the most popular majors is very unique, and we're very proud of that. Average class size is small, so if you like to have the professors know who you are and become somewhat of mentors and advisors and family for you, we have an 8-to-1 ratio when it comes to students and faculty. 2/3 of our students will double major or major and minor. When the admissions process is happening, we do not consider the what you write on your application as to be your true interest. It may change in the liberal arts setting, so we encourage you to declare your major by end of your sophomore year. Life beyond the classroom is very busy. We want you to travel to the UK and to Ireland and to many different locations. We have about 6 Skidmore programs, but about 120 approved programs. If you'd like to be hands-on and do collaborative research or internships, those can start second semester of your first year at Skidmore. So we want you out in the classroom, but also out in the community for a global experience. Division III athletics is a very big part of our world. Is very well balanced with the arts and the academics. Division III Liberty League is our competitive league that we're in. 19 different varsity sports, as well as having a very strong equestrian program. Over 100 clubs. We do not have fraternities and sororities. Instead, it's a much more inclusive environment with over 120 clubs. And we have a giant club fair that happens every semester to get you highly involved. Campus life is very residential field. 90% of our students live on campuses. We have one campus with one dining hall. That dining hall there on the right of this picture is a beautiful, almost looks like a food court inside. And then the apartment style living on the left side for upperclassmen, where you can live with 3, 4, 5 of your closest friends, probably the nicer apartments than you will see in your 20s. Highly involved on campus when it comes to campus life. Since we're right at the edge of the Adirondack Mountains and near the Green Mountains, as well as social awareness, our sustainability is very much in play with our buildings being geothermally heated and cooled, as well as having gardens on our campus that help supply our food supply. And just some numbers about how students use the Career Services Department. 84+% of our students do internships while they're here on campus, either during the school year or as in their summers. And then a very good placement when it comes to postgraduate. Over 60% of our students will go on to some sort of graduate work after their life at Skidmore. And finally, financial aid. How would you apply to us? If we're a top choice, early decision is a great way to do that. We have ED1 and ED2. The financial aid is going to be the same in each pool. We are need aware during our admissions process, and over 50% of our students are on some sort of aid. And we encourage you to visit us. That is my information there. That QR code is if you are interested in getting on our list. To get more information, please feel free to let us know that you have attended. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have the University of New Haven.
Very good. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me. Good evening, everyone. My name is Caitlin Locke, Director of Undergraduate Recruitment at University of New Haven. For those of you not familiar with us, we are a small to medium-sized private comprehensive university located in the heart of New England in Connecticut. We are celebrating 100 years, so we've just marked our centennial, and probably the most exciting part of that celebration is the opening of a brand new academic building on our campus. It's called the Bergamy Center for Science, Technology, and Innovation, and it really embodies what we do as a whole at University of New Haven, which is an emphasis on hands-on or experiential learning. So in the photo, you see just a couple of the spaces in this new building, brand new communications studio, a space for esports. We have the major esports and we have competitive esports teams, new maker space, things of that nature to get our students hands-on skills on campus right from the get-go. Now we're located in West Haven, Connecticut, which is a residential town outside of New Haven. New Haven is famous for pizza and is the home to many other colleges and universities. And then additionally, we're right between New York City and Boston, so it's a very accessible area that we're located in, and we're right down the street from the beach. Now, a few of the statistics and the numbers that are important in your college search. First is our size. We are a small to medium-sized school with just over 5,000 undergraduate students, making your average class sizes pretty small, about 20 students. We do have over 100 academic programs, so there's quite a bit to choose from. And in addition, there's another 85 minors and certificates, which are kind of nice if you have an interest in a few areas. And then additionally, there's many different graduate degree programs, which we do combine into dual degree programs where you can kind of accelerate your degree, getting a bachelor's and a master's in an expedited time period. Now we put a big focus on not just what your next 4 years would look like at University of New Haven, but how can we best prepare you for the next 30, the next 40. So we have a big emphasis on career development. Our Career Development Center on campus has been recognized nationally as one of the top 20 in the country. And you can see the results in the statistics here. Over 95% of recent graduates from the class of 2019 were employed in a related field or enrolled in graduate school within just a few months of graduating. We are the New Haven Chargers. You'll see a little bit about our student body on the slide here, but the one I'll touch on today has to do with where our students are coming from. We do get about 40% from the state of Connecticut, but the majority is coming from out of state. So places like Pennsylvania, New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island are very popular places where many of our students will join us from. Our majors that we have, as I noted, we have over 100 academic programs to pick from. They're coming from these 5 academic colleges that you see here. Just to highlight a couple, in our Arts and Sciences College, we're known for our marine biology program because we're right down the road from the Long Island Sound, from the beach. Music technology, we have music studios and a student-run record label on our campus. Forensic psychology, so the criminal mind. Within our AACSB accredited College of Business, majors like sport management, hospitality and tourism, and that esports major that I mentioned is housed there as well. Our engineering college is ABET accredited, so we have countless engineering disciplines, plus majors in computer science with a game design concentration and cybersecurity and networks. Our School of Health Sciences houses most of our clinical programs, including things such as dental hygiene, exercise science, paramedicine, and many more. But we're probably most famous for that Henry C. Lee College of Criminal Justice and Forensic Sciences. On top of those 2 majors, programs in fire science, national and homeland security, and others. Now at University of New Haven, big emphasis on the hands-on side of everything. 85% of our majors do require an internship just as part of the degree, and those that don't complete the internship can choose from things like study abroad, faculty research, or service learning to fulfill that component. We do have our own study abroad campus in Prato, Italy, right outside of the city of Florence. Countless activities for our students to be a part of. We're very well known for our marching band, close to 300 members. They perform at our football games on that blue turf that you see in the photo. We're a highly residential campus. Only one of our residence halls is the typical residence hall. Everything else is suite or apartment style. And we have a brand new college village, just a few steps from main campus, with brand new apartments for juniors, seniors, and grad students, and commercial property, restaurants as well. We are Division II for athletics. Our newest addition is women's rugby. We just added that this fall. And then to wrap up, I'd like to touch upon the application process. So for students that are applying directly from high school, we are Common App exclusive. And then in addition to that, we'll need an official high school transcript, at least one letter of recommendation, and then we are also test optional. From there, in terms of the timelines, we offer 2 binding forms of admission, Early Decision 1 and Early Decision 2, but our most popular form of admission is non-binding early action with a December 15th deadline. We automatically consider you for merit scholarships, anywhere from 10 to 28,000 at the time of your admission, room for a few additional scholarships for marching band honors and things on top of that. And I encourage you to connect with me with any questions and come visit campus. We are welcoming visitors for tours and open house. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Next up, we have the University of the Sciences.
Great, thank you. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. And for those of you attending, I also just put my contact info in the chat so you can connect with me there, but I will also be hanging out in the chat for the rest of the session. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and present here. And I'll start my timer. Okay, so welcome. Thank you everyone for joining the session today. My name is Elise Todderud, and I'm a member of the admission team at U Sciences. I've been with U Sciences for about 9 years now. Okay, we have some big history monuments, it sounds like, in this session with New Haven and now with U Sciences. We're celebrating our bicentennial anniversary this year. We were founded back in 1821 as Philadelphia College of Pharmacy. We were the first pharmacy school in North America. And since then, we have expanded our offerings significantly to become a comprehensive university in the sciences and healthcare disciplines. In terms of our enrollment, we're right around 2,300 students, and I'll talk about student life in just a little bit as well. On the screen, you'll see a list of all of our undergraduate bachelor's degree programs, and being a science school, all of them are related to science in some way, shape, or form. The programs where you see an asterisk indicates that that is a pre-med prep program. So if students are interested in pursuing a pre-health track, those are excellent programs for that because the pre-med curriculum is already built into the program. I'll also point out one of our really unique programs, the pharmacology and toxicology program. It's one of the few programs like this in the country, and it's for students who are interested in studying the positive and negative effects of drugs on the body. So really unique major and definitely pretty exciting in a time like this for sure. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about our pre-health tracks. If you're the kind of student who's interested in pre-med, pre-dental, pre-optometry, or any of the pre-health tracks on the screen, we have a pre-health team who is there to support you from day one all the way through graduation, and they're there to help you with everything you need as part of your medical school application process. And on the right side of the screen, you'll see a list of the schools that our students have been admitted to over the past couple of years. All right, in addition to our bachelor's degree programs, we have a couple of professional programs as well. 3 of those are direct entry, and those are our pharmacy, occupational therapy, and physical therapy programs. So what direct entry means is that if you apply as a senior in high school, you are accepted all the way through your program, through your bachelor's degree and your doctoral degree. And you don't have to worry about competing for a spot in the program with other students. You have your spot from day one when you're accepted as a senior in high school. You also don't have to take the GRE or the PCAT or any other type of graduate examination to progress into your professional phase. So definitely the way to go if you want one of those programs. And we also offer a physician assistant studies program as a pre-professional program. You can complete your pre-professional degree in 3 or 4 years and then reapply to go to the U Sciences program for 2 years of a master's, or to our partner program, Salus University, for a 2-year master's program after 4 years of study at U Sciences. And I always like to point out our undergraduate research opportunities. We have over 100 labs on campus. So pretty much every building is the science building at U Sciences. And you can start doing undergraduate research as early as your first year, second semester. So something we really encourage students to get involved with. All right, let's switch gears. We'll talk about campus life. We have over 60 clubs and organizations to get involved with, everything from community service to student government. We have fraternity and sorority life. If there's something that you want to do and you want to start your own club with your friends, you can do that as well, but there's really something for everybody here. Some of the most popular organizations are those related to your major or your profession. So professional associations are super popular. Okay, so sounds like everyone has some exciting residence halls going on here and some exciting setups in this session. We also have a brand new residence hall. We completed it back in February 2019. It's called our Living and Learning Commons. And if you are applying as a first-year applicant to use sciences, you will be living in this residence hall during your first year on campus. It houses space for over 400 students, and it's really a multi-use building with classroom spaces, study spaces. There's a demo kitchen on the first floor, smart laundry on every floor. And my favorite thing is that you share a bathroom with your roommate. So that's the setup, double room with a private bathroom. I definitely wish I had that when I was going through school. Okay, so we'll switch gears a little bit. We'll talk about the tuition fee and how that works. So if you are currently a high school senior and you're going to be applying for the fall 2022 year, we offer a fixed transparent pricing schedule. So what that means is that you're going to know the cost of your entire degree, whether that's a 4-year, 5.5-year, or 6-year program from day one. So you'll know that cost literally from right now through the entire length of your program. We don't have any annual tuition fee increases. Most schools out there increase their costs every single year, but at U Sciences, we don't have those annual tuition fee increases. So that really amounts to thousands of dollars that you're saving over the course of your education. Okay, and then to briefly talk about the application process, we are a Common App school, so you're going to apply on commonapp.org, and you're going to apply directly to University of the Sciences. When you submit your application, you'll apply to the major that you're interested in. So for instance, if you're interested in physical therapy, you apply directly to the physical therapy program. It is a free application, so there's no fee, and we operate on a rolling admission policy, which means that the sooner you submit your application and your materials, the sooner you'll receive an admission decision, and that will include your merit scholarship notification. And when we look at your application, we're going to be looking for a couple different things. We'll look at your completed Common App, which will include your essay, your activities list, any honors that you were awarded. We'll look at your official high school transcript that you'll have sent from your school, as well as at least one letter of recommendation. We do like to see math and science teacher letters. And then finally, we are test optional for those applying for fall 2022. So submission of SAT or ACT scores is completely optional. Okay, and I will just end on this point. So we were ranked #1 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, and top 10 in the nation for return on investment. And that's 40 years after enrollment among 4-year private schools. And this is according to a study by Georgetown University on return on investment in 2019. And basically what that means is that our students are getting an excellent return on their investment over the course of their profession and their career. So very, very proud of them. So I have my contact info in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And thanks for joining.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Seton Hall.
Hi everyone, my name is Audrey Ann and I'm covering for Ian. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Okay, so Seton Hall is a private Catholic institution located in South Orange, New Jersey. We have about 10,000 students in total. A majority of our population are females. We are a very diverse institution. We have students from all 50 states and over 70 countries represented on campus. Okay, so although we are a mid-sized institution, our average classroom size is about 21. A freshman English classroom size is 15. Our student to faculty ratio is 14:1. So you still get the opportunity to have the close faculty mentorship with your professors, and we have minimal graduate assistance. Okay, so we offer over 90 academic programs at Seton Hall. So you can do nursing, business, education, psychology. There's something for everyone to choose from. You can either choose a major, minor, certificate programs. You can do whatever of the list. When you go on the website, you can see a list of all the programs we offer. Okay, as a student at Seton Hall, you do get hands-on learning opportunity. You can start research opportunities with your faculty. You can do study abroad programs. You can either go for a semester or a summer or winter break program. As a Catholic institution, we do encourage students to participate in community service as a way to give back to the community. Okay, and we are only 14 miles from New York City, so you still get the opportunity to have a big city feel, even though the school is located in a suburban area. We do encourage all students to start to participate in at least one semester of an internship. So you can start as early as your sophomore year. Our Career Services Center posts different internship opportunities for students, and you can just go over there and meet with a career advisor, and they would help you apply to internships, prepare for an interview, and let you know the list of companies that are currently employing. So these are some of the companies that students have interned at or are currently working at. Okay, so campus life at Seton Hall. We do have over 150 clubs and organizations, and 26 of those are Greek organizations. So if you're interested in a fraternity or a sorority, there's something for you. We do try to host an event on campus weekly, so you don't have to go home every weekend. We are Division I when it comes to athletics. We have basketball, volleyball, soccer. We also do have intramural and club sports. So if you do not want to participate on the D1 level, you can still participate in a sport. Unfortunately, we do not have a new residence hall, but we do have 6 residence halls and 2 apartment buildings. So you students have the opportunity to live on campus. Currently, about 80% of our incoming freshmen live on campus, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, so tuition is about $40,000. With room and board, it could go up to about $60,000, but that's before any financial aid or scholarship comes into play. At Seton Hall, we do offer merit-based scholarships, so that could be based on either your GPA and or SAT score. That does not require an application, but then we also have additional special scholarships that students can apply for. About 98% of our students receive some form of financial aid or scholarships or grants, so no one actually pays the $60,000 amount or application process. So we have 4 application deadlines. We have early action 1, early action 2, and then we have regular decision 1 and 2. Our application materials, you can either apply through the Common App or through the Seton Hall website. We do have a $55 application fee, but you can get that fee waived. You can just reach out to your admissions counselor. We require an essay, transcripts, and then letters of recommendation. We are test optional, but you can submit it if you want. Our average GPA is about a 3.6. Average SAT score is about a 1200, and ACT is about a 28. Okay, so that was it. Thank you for listening. If you do have any questions, please feel free to put that out in the chat, and then I'll be able to answer it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have St. Elizabeth University.
Okay. I'm just sharing my screen. One moment. It's not cooperating, of course. Here we go. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am here from St. Elizabeth University, located in Morristown, New Jersey. My name is Nadine, and I am part of the admissions team here. I wanted to just start off by telling you a little bit about our institution. We are a private liberal arts school, and we were founded in 1899 by the Sisters of Charity here in Morristown. So in 2016, we did become co-ed. And then last July, not this past, but in 2020, we actually changed from the College of St. Elizabeth to St. Elizabeth University. So we gained university status, which we are very proud of, because it just means that we are growing and offering more programs and really just expanding to serve our students. We are ranked 2nd in New Jersey among private colleges and universities as a best bang for the buck school. That was 2020 and 2021, which means that our students get a great education for the amount that they actually pay. 70% of our students live on campus. We do have a small number of commuters, but we do encourage students to live on campus if they can, so they can take part in the real campus experience. And like I said earlier, since we were founded by the Sisters of Charity, our curriculum is based in service. So our students are involved in the community. They participate in a lot of community events, such as food drives and many different things going on in the community, since we are based in service, big part of our mission. We are located In Morristown / Florham Park / Madison, we're kind of in the middle of everything. We're very close to New York City. We do have a train station here on campus. New Jersey Transit comes through right a little bit down from here, and it is the Morris Essex line, which means that it goes directly to Newark. It does, you can go right into the city. It's very easy and convenient. It does allow our students to participate in internships in the city, in Philadelphia. And then, of course, it allows for students to work. So if there is, something that you want to do in the evenings, there's local towns, like I said, and you have the New Jersey Transit here on campus. We really, here at St. Elizabeth, pride ourselves on being a family. You have access to your professors here. We are small. We have about 1,200 students here on campus. So we are small. We are, suburban. It's quiet here on campus, but we are close to everything. But this really allows us to know our students. All of our faculty will know you by name. They won't let you miss a class without reaching out and saying, hey, we noticed you weren't here. Is there something we can help you with? Is something going on? So it's really important to us to keep our classes small. It gives students the attention that they need. So here are a few of our majors. Our most popular majors are, education, criminal justice. We have a great nursing program here. We also have the option for students to complete some of these programs in just 5 years with their masters, right? So you can do your 4 years of undergraduate and then just one more year and you've completed your master's degree. And so that 4th year is actually your first year of grad school, but it is at the undergraduate rate, which makes it a little bit more affordable, and it makes it convenient in that you don't have to apply to a different school. You know everyone here. So we really are proud of those combined degree programs. A few unique programs here, and not necessarily degree programs, but some of the support programs we have is Global Scholars. That is a bridge program that we offer our students. It is a month-long summer program for free that we offer to certain students that might need a little more college prep and readiness before they join us. It's a fantastic program. Students know if they're admitted when they apply. We have a great honors program that allows our students to graduate in 3 years. And then we have an EOF, of course. We have EOF here, which it is a stipend for students. It's advising support, but we do participate in EOF. So EOF and Global Scholars and Honors allow you to earn 10 credits before you even begin. So it allows for an early graduation as well. We have something called the Promise Program, which is something that all of our students are enrolled in immediately when they start with us. And it does guarantee that our students will find employment upon graduation. And if they do not within 6 months, or if they don't enroll in graduate school, then we will bring you back for a paid internship. But basically, we support you during your time here, and we really make sure that you're participating in internships, and we get you job ready so that when you graduate, you have something waiting for you. Athletics, we are NCAA D3. We have really great athletics here. Very popular, of course, is our baseball team. We have great basketball games that go on, but we do have really great sports here. And most of our students are involved in one way or another in some sport. Residence life, we have 2 halls here on campus. They are both co-ed, and it really is, determined based on your preference when you come in, typically freshmen in our one and then upperclassmen in the other, but it is, something flexible that we will work with students. We have a lot of clubs and organizations on campus, of course, to get involved. We recommend getting involved. And then experiential learning, again, being service-based, we want to get our students out there participating, getting that experience in the community. And then affordability. So this is really important as well. We are a small private school, so our tuition can look a little high at first, but please know that we do offer at least 98% of our students receive some type of aid, which really cuts our tuition down and helps our students make it affordable. So scholarships are awarded at the time of decision. So you do have to apply to figure out which scholarships you're eligible for. And we will, work with you on making college affordable. Just to wrap it up, we are rolling admissions as well. We don't have any deadlines. We do ask that you apply via Common App or on our site. You have both options, and we really just need a copy of your transcript to get started on our evaluations. We do require letters of rec and a personal essay eventually, but just send us your transcript once you apply, and that will help us get started, and we'll let you know if we need anything else. and we are test optional. I will finish with that. I recommend everybody visiting as well, and I thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you. And I now ask all of the institutions if you could please turn your cameras on so we could start the Q&A portion of our presentation. And I believe we maybe only have time for one question. So I'll pose this question to the group, and if you can all answer in presentation order. So what is one key takeaway that you want students to remember from your institution?
Okay, guess I'm going first. One key thing for us would be the focus on a degree. If you know exactly what kind of career you want to go into, a UK degree is the one for you.
I would say at Skidmore, creative thought does matter, whether you're interested in business, the sciences, or the arts. Skidmore is a great fit for you.
At University of New Haven, you can be the big fish in the small pond. We're a smaller size school, but we kind of feel like a much bigger school with all that we have to offer in terms of activities, clubs, majors, things like that. Thank you.
Great. And with the University of the Sciences, we're offering in-demand careers, so really high demand careers for science and healthcare, but also at an affordable price with the fact that our tuition is fixed. So you know exactly what you can expect for all of your 4 or 6 years on campus.
At Seton Hall University, we are very welcoming. So this is your opportunity to explore different career options. You don't have to stick to one academic program. You can explore and learn from other majors and courses.
And I would say here at St. Elizabeth, we really do tailor the program to what the student needs. If it's something, if it's extra support, like I said, we won't let a student fall behind. But if it's a student who's high achieving, we will get you in our honors program and make sure that you got the classes that you want and you graduate in 3 years. We really do treat each student as an individual and make sure that you're getting what you need and you're not either falling behind or getting bored.
So I think we actually have time for one more question. You all were quick, which is nice. So one question I always love to ask when we're almost out of time is, what is your favorite campus tradition?
I guess, are we going in the same order again?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I guess for the US students is we integrate you with all our Irish students. And quite often, a lot of you tend to have some kind of Irish connection somewhere down the line. And so we like to trace your lineage and, find out where your Irish roots come from. So yeah, we really want to explore your history and get you immersed in the culture.
Thanks. At Skidmore, my favorite one is Beatlemore Skidmania, which is actually a link I just put in the chat. It's a full-on concert that the students put on once a year that is for the community and celebrates the Beatles. It's by amazing, talented students that are not even music majors, but have great fun and great talents. Beatlemore Skidmania.
At University of New Haven, one of my favorite traditions is on like Fridays or Saturdays when we have a home football game, our marching band, cheerleaders, dance team all line up actually right in front of the admissions office, and they perform and march right up the hill all the way to the field. And it's almost like a mini halftime show before the game even starts.
Wow, those are all really cool stories. So with us, so one of our really great events on campus is our Student Appreciation Day. That's always really something that students look forward to. We have lots of games and fun carnival type things. But the one thing I'll mention though is something that resonates with me from my undergrad is we have a replica of the statue of the Abe Lincoln, the Lincoln Memorial, really tiny, and it's our main building. And the students will rub his foot for good luck before their tests.
At Seton Hall, my favorite tradition is just at the start of the semester, we do have campus fairs where students get to meet the different clubs and organizations. So that is just an opportunity where you get to connect with other people. So I always look forward to that, just getting to meet new incoming students.
And here at St. Elizabeth, we're actually sandwiched between two other universities. So they're, we're all really close together, but we have a really healthy sport rivalry. I would say basketball, is very alive and well when we play our neighboring schools. Everybody gets really excited on campus, and it's fun to see. They all come out and they get involved, because sometimes it gets a little quiet. So, taking part and seeing, everybody active on campus for our sporting events is really exciting here.
Thank you all so much. So thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. That concludes this session. After you close this window, a quick 5-question survey will appear. So please fill that out. I encourage you to sign up for more sessions happening tonight. And a recording of this will be available at strivescan.com/Pennsylvania. Thank you so much.